Hello and welcome back to Disco Elysium. I'm XYZard and let's try this again. Close. I want rhetoric. And I'm not sure if I can do anything actually for pain. Half-light. Pain threshold. Ding. All right, now booze and smokes. Oh, that was speed. Shit. I have no reason to need higher motorics for this. Derp. Glug. Glug, glug. Union and cryptozoology business might end when you do.
Suddenly, your entire body is paralyzed.
Pain.
Aggressive white noise fills your skull. A strange pain. It's
Yep.
like 1,000 radio stations are being blasted.
I know you're feeling pretty uncomfortable right now. Don't move too much or fight it. That'll just make it worse.
Yeah.
Can't say it's a pleasure, officer. I was really hoping not to make your acquaintance. But
As she says the word,
Don't
that's
cover
an
them.
awful decision. Why would you not want to shield yourself from it? It's an entirely new type of experience.
I'm using a pale latitude compressor. You
Yep.
and your partner have been caught in its...
The explosion of static blasted from that pale emitter that Angus mentioned.
Wow. Check out the big brains on you.
Yep, big brains. Blah.
Pale latitude compressor is used to sort of make the signals are relayed across a series of repeater stations fixed
Yeah,
to
yada.
So, what we are experiencing is
Precisely. This is an industrial strength paraboloid. It's meant for, at the upper limit is the large prime number generator station. It's used specifically for pale latitude compression. That's why you may be hearing some numbers. But you
She likes telling you about the machine. Keep her talking. Look for an opportunity to break loose.
Have experiences yourself?
I stuck my head in there before using
Not
it.
long though.
It seemed like the ethical thing to do.
Yeah,
Heck,
you're
I
a
built it myself.
dick.
And she's proud of it too.
Yep.
As she ought to be.
that's illegal. I'm guessing it's patented. But we are beyond that, aren't we?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Way beyond. No. Once I shut down the compressor, the pain will end. It may take a few minutes for you. Yeah, let's not talk about that shit. You were hunting me and fell in.
So she thinks of you as hunters,
No, we're cops.
not cops. And of herself.
If you've got something really important to say, you can do it through the white noise.
Mattresses.
Turn this.
God damn it. Fine. If you really want to talk, I can dial it down. I've also got a gun, by the way.
The gun
There we
she's
go.
carrying is a 2-barrel. Well, it doesn't feel much better. There's only 3 meters between you and the machine.
How'd you know we were coming?
I heard you in the passages, and I've been preparing for quite a while.
By holding
So
built in
you
a floorboard.
found my shack, huh? I'm not surprised. So nice.
As opposed to the other knives she's finding there now. Hardy for one.
Maybe if you
This
weren't
could
being
have
so
turned out
terrible,
pretty
then you
bad
wouldn't have
for
had
me if you hadn't
issue.
walked right into 25 bands of ultra-high frequencies.
That's her admitting the bullet was an emergency exit.
Uh-huh.
No, I didn't do it. I only helped stage the lynching. Though I doubt that makes Who ratted me out, by the way? Was it Titus? No. Oh. I knew the kitten had claws, but not like this. But she
Not like-
couldn't have known I was on the coast. How did you find me?
Titus.
My boys? What? I don't even understand what you're trying.
The Hardy Boys.
Doesn't even matter. How could they be my boys when they're not even my friends? And those guys liked me, I know it. How the fuck did the rest of you get by?
You called me a human can opener.
I did, didn't I? Now you've come for me. Fuck them all the same.
I
What
stumbled in
shit?
here.
I told you I didn't do it.
A strong moral compass. She still wants the opportunity to make a case for herself.
You have an alibi?
Man, I was with the boys the whole night. I hope, yeah. And I'm sure they also made some funny remarks about it. They always do. I've driven a lot of long haul and chugged.
Sure.
Can't do either without some power of mind over bladder. And anyway, that wouldn't have been enough time. Wow. Now
Play
I know.
pinball much?
Not since I was 14 and hanging out in the only diner in Dardun. Wow.
Dardun.
Don't know it. But also, the shot couldn't have come from the roof.
She has a point there. No one mentioned.
A shot.
That didn't go super well. You've got to lay something better on her.
I didn't like him. Hardened mercenaries aren't
Feel protective of the
I
Union?
hate to be the bearer of bad tidings, but I don't think she's perjuring herself.
That's close.
Plenty of broken people who don't come with that kind of body count. Besides, they're paid well for what they do. You think I was envious of his
Yes.
conquests? Look,
See her confident gaze, her toned arms. Yeah, she wouldn't have had much trouble in the intimacy department.
Other
I'm
questions?
listening. And
Where'd you get
the
it?
gun store, Trigger Happy Jacks.
Really?
What did you think? That I'm going to squeal? Sure don't.
A breech load?
No.
Nope.
This is such a wipeout.
A knocked away 80 front loader.
Nice. Yep.
That isn't it.
No, they're not practical. Break too often.
Other evidence
Yeah.
I want to ask about.
Evidence. I considered her a good friend, yeah. Oh, so that's where you were going.
That's what she
a very
said.
sentimental.
The lieutenant watches her, expect.
Okay, fine. I was into her. Clausy was into me.
Clausia only said they maybe kissed.
If
Yep.
that's what she wants on the record, so be it. I'm not about
But I
to...
do want details.
Is that blood on the ground before you? Are your ears bleeding?
Yeah, really? She rejected me with some wishy-washy bullshit about how she was confused because she felt so close to me and valued my friendship so much, and how guilty she felt. I knew
Maybe
that
she
wasn't
did.
the whole story. What the hell, man? Yeah, wow. Pissing. If I want to stare at a pretty girl, I can pick one up at a bar. Or, worst case scenario, look at a naughty photo. Who has time to go skulking about, what the fuck, man? She's everyone's type. She's your type. Are you sure you're not the one who is excited about the peephole?
She's beginning to suspect you've broken into her lorry now.
So you haven't been.
Look, she has an effect for the same reason that she's everyone's type as an object of desire. Yeah, one time when we'd both been drinking, I was a little worried
damn it,
she'd blow
Xena.
it out of proportion in her head.
1 second.
All the drugs she was doing can make you feel like you're living in a DeLorean tragedy.
Xena has lost her privileges to sit in the window ever since she started jumping onto my goddamn computer.
By the way, DeLorean tragedies are still held in high regard.
Yeah, the girl seemed terrified. The merc was beyond caring what happened to his mortal coil. It was a no-brainer.
Alright, if you say so.
Go ahead. It's your body. So, Heart of Gold Tommy fucked me over too.
Maybe
Yep.
twist the knife, just in case. Make her more desperate.
Yeah, that figures. What?
She's more upset than she lets on.
That's your prerogative. Drugs don't make people abuse them. Hopelessness does. As for the drug trade, it would continue with or without me. I liked it. Man, it's to get away from all that murderous shit that I left Jamrock.
Sure.
She deliberately avoided naming the mob she worked for.
I got lucky being a dispatcher. Never had to do any of the really dirty work myself. This gun has only been used for self-defense against serious scum.
There. It's going to be easier to reach the machine now.
Based on what I've heard about you, you are serious scum.
How?
There's a sinister note in her voice. Even with the gun and the compressor, she's afraid of you.
Who doesn't?
Yeah.
Oh, you probably mean Claudia's rooftop.
What's so great about the
it's very
antenna?
Powerful. I used it to tune into RCM.
Is that the only reason?
View's pretty bomb too. But you might say the
God
antenna
damn it,
was
Zena.
the main attraction there, yeah. Along with Claudia.
Twice now that cat's done it. In like 5 minutes.
Yes, I'm sure. And anyway, as I said before, the shot had to have come from afar.
What about a suppressor?
No. Gifts of flowers. So now I'm leaving. I never did understand why when someone. No, I did not.
Okay.
Yeah?
More questions before doing anything.
Who killed the
How
merc?
should I know? As I keep saying,
Those rings around her eye.
Police radio?
who hasn't? You know, I can still see him there. He was
Oof.
still warm. But the bluish light coming through the broken window.
What happened
She
Sunday night?
eyes you warily as
It's okay. We just...
All right, don't kill yourself over it. I was shooting the shit with Hardy and the boys over a few beers, like always. Then Klasia comes in, all pale and she sits down with a drink, trying to.
Did she seem
say,
high?
Oh yeah, super. No, I really didn't.
So you didn't know?
She
Okay.
asked me to come upstairs.
I'm going through these
The
quickly
merc
and
she'd been going with was lying on the bedroom floor.
You made it look like he'd been hanged.
I'm going through because I already went through most of these, so I mean, if you saw the last video you'd know, but in case you didn't.
What? No.
she looks shaken. She wasn't surprised to be ratted out, but framed.
Yeah, in cold blood. It really surprised me how quickly she was able to. She asked me to help her drag him into the shower so she could wind the shower head around his neck to fit morbidity. Then she dressed him while I went to get the Hardy Boys.
She lied to you about that, too.
Yeah, I wasn't sure whether to admire her. As I keep telling you cops, we didn't hear anything downstairs.
What's a suppressor?
Even if this is true, weren't you worried this lynching?
War? The thought crossed my mind. But the mercenary's death was going to have repercussions either way.
She doesn't want to talk about this, but not because she has something to hide. She doesn't want the...
Fuck it. I'm not responsible
Why
for
hide?
I saw you roll into town.
La puta madre?
You. Every...
Through the sudden sharp pain in your head, you hear the loop. Fucking hell. And why me? It's especially bad suddenly. Felt like a vein exploded.
Oh, yes, they do. The cops, the criminals. Why do you think I'm holed up in here with a goddamn death ray waiting for you?
Human can opener.
If she knows that about you,
Harry Dubois. One corrupt motherfucker with the disco pants and the funny tie.
Am I?
Agent to la puta madre.
all of this just means that you're effective.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. Sounds pretty convincing to me.
Is that a joke or a threat?
Lost my
Yeah,
memory.
Sure.
She doesn't believe you.
Wonder why.
I'm sure La Puta Madre himself will explain it all. You've been to my lorry. You think the biggest player in Jamrock appreciates competition? And now I have Harry Can Opener in my lair. Fucking Titus.
Well, maybe don't help cover up a murder then. There.
She's not going to change her mind, that is. Wait, one thing. Possibly small, but she said you rolled into town.
Yeah, you had your death
Squad.
well, it wasn't this scrawny dude. One of the
Anything
guys
else?
seemed chipper, a blonde. The other had a brooding something or other about him. And the woman was the only one in uniform. All were carrying.
Was the blonde really a
That
blonde?
sound about right?
No idea who these people are, literally.
Well, this has been a great talk, really. But I think I'm going to hit the road now. What bunker? Don't know
Kami's
anything
hideout.
about it. No one's been...
Keep calm, breathe in. After the pain recedes, it's a little clearer.
Click! You're under arrest. Better work this time.
You did it. The compressor lies broken on its side. It's quiet. She looks at the machine as
Oh, fuck it.
she's truly desperate. She thinks she has no other options.
There we go.
You know. This is how you talk her out of it. It's the only scenario in which she lives. She pulls the trigger before you watch as her brains trickle out through her neon hair.
Lieutenant Yefreitor Dubois, control your emotions. We did our job. This won't be the worst thing that happens on this case, believe me.
There is no coming back from this one. It will stay with you in nightmares.
Fuck! Our
We-
job. It went really bad. We are cops. Everything is our fault if we let it be.
What do we do now?
We clean up. It may take days for processing. That tent there.
I thought I wasn't gonna just let her go. No, I refuse. Dark water trails in distance, there's no way out. Porridge with bananas. Meh.
The plain red tent stands. It was pitched by practiced hands. She was used to camping out. You see, a rolled up sleep.
We should put her in the sleeping bag, so the rats don't get to her.
The lieutenant nods.
Kim, are you... That sounds sus. Didn't we just meddle with the
There she lies,
scene?
cocooned in the sleeping bag. So magazines. You should look for assorted soft covers, mostly pulp horror. A motor carriage lies buried in the snow on one cover. On another, a ghost airship. You also see a collection of Radio Enthusiast magazine.
See anything?
Maybe.
Radar Monthly, Journal of Material Science. More Technological Digest. One of the magazines doesn't have you pocket the worn brown leather journal.
We should read this immediately.
But what if there's money in here? Oh, that's helpful. Yes? All right. Sorry, I just can't let you leave like that. All right, interact.
Thick journal. The cover is worn like someone used to carry it around in their back pocket. It's made of full grain leather. The lower left corner of the back cover sports an embossed brand name, Schneller.
Schneller.
Schneller is a stationery brand from Gottwald, beloved among architects and engineers. She had good taste and must have taken what she recorded here. The journal
Unwinded.
falls open. About 2/3 of its ruled pages have been the large cursive of someone who writes quickly and confidently, perhaps too confidently. Many phrases and even paragraphs have been crossed out, with tiny corrections. It's a mix
Let's
of
see this.
logistical notes, diagrams, and personal reflections, all dated.
We could learn a lot from this.
Hard to tell exactly. It's mostly noted down in code. Looks like contact information, quantities, directions.
So much for
There
logistics.
could be useful information about local operations in those notes. We have a junior sergeant.
Esoteric radio technology. The most recent ones probably pertain to the latitude compressor, sketches, calculations of distance and density. You make out a familiar spiral shape.
Anything personal?
Short, wry observations of people and places. Probably a way to pass the time on the road. Also, what appears to be attempts to sort through some difficult decisions. There are a few passages with many questions in them. The way some of those question marks trail off into ellipsis, she was going through a tough time.
How far back do the entries go?
The first entry is from August 2nd of last year. It reads simply, I know my position is precarious. All I can do is make myself as useful as I can while looking for a way out. Remember, no one is indispensable.
What'd she write when
Nothing on
Laylee
March
died?
4th. March 5th, though, well, that's bound to come back and bite me in the ass. I'm bad at this. Loyal to a fault. But that's another matter entirely. She is referring to betraying her previous employer. Does this suggest she did it in self-defense?
Maybe.
That name isn't mentioned. It's small.
La puta madre.
Would you talk about La Puta Madre in your journal? You do see an M, though. La Puta Madre. M is mentioned on Mark. Great. M's peon is coming to town. No doubt to investigate the lynching. But also, I feel it in my gut to finally put the bullet
you did
in
that.
my head while I'm napping in my lorry or on a smoke break. Well, I won't stick around just to twist my own neck by constantly looking over my shoulder. Then again, isn't that what I've been doing ever since I got the call? Been holed up here for 3 days now. I'm used to being alone and all, but I don't know when I'll be able to leave, or if I'll be ratted out. They will rat me out, of course. I've made it a point to believe in the best in people, the boys, for example. But experience tells me.
So right now, I do think that whoever killed the guy might actually be connected to the Wild Pines company.
Did M feel truly betrayed by me? I was feeling threatened. He'd have to know if he threatened people, they'd take measures to protect themselves. Even I know that. Economic measures first of all. Gotta make a living, right? I can still hear his voice in the receiver. Taste the plastic. The entry ends abruptly.
What's the most recent one?
Recent entry. Even when I leave here, if I leave here alive, what's my next move? Staging a lynching is a crime, even if I'm not accused of murder on top of that. Forever on the run. Not really my idea of the open road. Man, I was really looking forward to winning.
Well, now you're a loser.
I don't
Dead.
think she killed the mercenary. It looks like she might have been framed.
What do you mean
By the
framed?
Hardy Boys? By Classier? By us? No, I don't think you are. Ask someone in your precinct if you want to be.
He truly does not believe you are. Perhaps he shouldn't be so trusting.
What do you think
Classier
killed?
was the one who pointed the finger at Ruby. Perhaps she was trying to steer us away from herself.
But no one heard the
Maybe
shot.
She had an accomplice. One thing
Agree.
is for certain. We have.
Yep. All right, well. Maybe don't use a torture device on people if you don't want to die. Money. Money. Villers. Did I miss that in here? The first time around. Do I have that one? No, I don't. I mean, it's fashionable, sure. Ushankas are very lovely looking, but... Nothing else over there I can grab. Cannot fast travel right now. There might be something special going on in between point A and point B now. I like how I was pointing out that the cryptozoologist stuff would be over. Isn't that kind of funny?
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the way.
Goodbye. I want to tell her things.
You're back. Good. More lessons in basic reality? My favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything.
It remains a mystery what you mean by this something.
Glad to have been of assistance. The
Okay, there's the track getting close. Technically, no one should really know anything about like what happened with Ruby yet, unless they have like some spy or some shit.
I'm all out of shits to give, loincloth. Welcome to the fucking reckoning.
Yep, there we go.
Put your damn gun down. People are gonna get hurt. We need to talk this through.
Shut up! You're not gonna talk yourself out of this, loincloth shit.
This is the mercenary at the gates. His chest rises and
Shh. This is a misunderstanding. Nothing irreversible has happened yet. You can just return to your unit and forget all about this.
Maybe.
The Kypt is merciful, willing to spare us if we just forget about our murdered and humiliated commander. I think we should just kill everyone, Corty.
You are all drunk. Come to your senses. You won't go.
Easy, Lizzie. Let me handle it.
Yeah.
I know guys like this. I'm sure we can come to a peaceful agreement. Ain't that right, fellas?
Peaceful.
nest in your abdominal cavity like a little wild mouse. The masked man's words are barely intelligible.
Fuck, there's the third one. How did we miss something like this?
This third one, he is the most dangerous of them all.
If this turns into a firefight, We should take him out first.
A sound strategy. He's the leader.
My
What do we
plan
do?
is not to get killed, but we have to intervene. No, we have to step in. This is not going to end well. The mercenary tribunal.
Stop! This is the police. Probably should equip more
Get
rhetoric stuff.
lost, comedian. You
BRB. I might come back, load, and then equip better stuff. We'll see. All right, back. I am. Fuck. Let's see how it goes.
Pig fuck!
You're probably gonna get killed too. I think I'm gonna kill you. I didn't think I had it in me to kill a cop.
To your left, you hear the lieutenant cock his gun.
No one is going to kill anyone.
She doesn't seem to understand the severity of the situation. With a wordless...
Yeah, you know, I am gonna load this and come back with like the best clothes on, and probably after snorting some speed and doing other drugs. And leveling up yet. I at the very least want to do that. So about when I get to the pawn shop, I should save again. That's the closest area. It's not quite save scumming if I didn't let any chance come up. Just saw that there's an event. I'm going to change what I have equipped. All right. Clothes. I want rhetoric. Honestly, I think I might still take that though for the volition. I don't want anything that reduces drama. I think spirit, decor, and shivers are good. Rhetoric, good, and lack of empathy, not so good. Savoir faire. Perception versus composure and savoir faire, or indirect modes of taxation is not going to do much for me. Pants. It honestly might be better to go in pantsless. Yeah, it just looks weird. I'll put the disco pants on. Alright, now what to level up? I think reaction speed, I might need this. Speed. Smokes. Sniff. Glug, glug, glug. Pop. All right, let's go.
I'm all out of shits to
Put your damn gun.
shut up.
Okay, Hardy.
There's something very wrong with.
This is
Yep.
a misunderstanding. Nothing irreversible has happened yet. You can just return to your unit and forget all about this.
The Kipt is merciful, willing to spare us if we just forget about our murdered and humiliated commander.
You guys might have killed
we
him.
should just kill everyone, Corty.
You are all drunk. Come to your senses. You
Drunk
won't
at
gun
10
down
a.m..
7 people
Oof.
in the middle of the street.
Even I'm not that bad.
This isn't a frontier town or a jungle outpost.
Easy, Lizzie. Let me.
He is facing overwhelmingly superior firepower, and he knows it.
Yep.
Peaceful. Nest in your abdominal.
Fuck, there's a third one.
This third one, he is the most dangerous of them all. Heavily armed. The lieutenant is genuinely worried for his life. You should consult him before getting in there.
If this turns into a firefight, we should take him out first.
Okay.
A sound stretch.
My plan is not to get killed, but we have to intervene. No. The Mercenary Tribunal.
This is the police.
Get lost, comedian. You cops had your chance. Now it's fucking time for some justice.
Yeah, he's
I
drunk.
think he's calmed down a bit. No, he didn't. He's about to open fire. He is. I was wrong.
Pig fuck! You're probably gonna get killed too.
Come on, don't do it, man.
I'm gonna kill you.
To your left, you hear the lieutenant cock his gun.
No one is going to kill anyone. Let's just put the guns down and talk like civilized human beings.
I appreciate that, Elizabeth.
She doesn't seem to understand the severity of the situation. With a wordless gurgle, the killer loads his long rifle.
The killer was this guy?
The leader gives a small nod to the helmeted man. You feel your fists contract as you stand there between. No, it's okay. Soften him up and trust the others to attack if it comes to that. Make him talk. Even if it comes to a fight, it's always a good idea to drag it out.
All right.
Don't know about this getting under his skin. Here, peace. Always peace. It has worked thus far. Start with the first idea you have. Move down from that. Please. Dangerous. Ask about him first. You don't want personal facts about his dead friend coming out of your mouth. He has to stop.
Sergeant Major Raoul Cortiner.
Yep.
Reporting in to burn this fucking mud hut to the ground.
What the hell did Gart do?
As he moves, the interlocking pieces of his armor click. Softly. Click, click, click. The realization comes to you like a picture puzzle coming together. His name is Raoul Cortiner. The dead man's name is Elise Cortiner. He's brothers with the deceased. No, probably foster brothers. Elise was put into a foster home, remember?
Still.
For killing, maiming, and humiliating our commanding officer. You're all sentenced to death by lead.
Get blue eyes,
Baby
right?
blue, yeah. Like someone fucked up and put a baby's eyes on a grown man. It was creepy, but bitches like that shit, I guess. Or, I don't know what bitches like. I just know how to mow down cloths.
He sways from left to right, inspecting you.
I'm sorry about your brother.
He wasn't my fucking brother. We just grew up on the same farm and got beat into place by the same sick fuck.
Beaten by a foster parent or someone on the farm?
Same fucking mudhug town, too.
Okay, good.
Fuck do you mean?
We've heard testimony. People say he was charismatic.
Nice guy to be
around.
around.
Yeah, he liked to chat up the natives. Share leaflets. Squeeze a bit of kit-tass here and there. Great fucking idea that turned out to be. If Laylee was here, he would spare the lot of you. Maybe shoot one for show. But me, I'm not a big fan of public affairs, Clay Monkey. I'll gun every one of you down for what you did.
Ready to open fire, Major. At your command.
Our colonel did what he had to do. It was either one cunt or 100 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Rude here.
In your shit pipes, right in the fucking...
He likes to fire mortars at random coordinates. Wipe out mud huts like that. When he gets bored, Laylee knew how to command.
I believe that.
He was a good commander. I can see you miss him.
Oh yeah, he would have commanded this fuckhell way better than I did. But that didn't happen, because Hayseed Bill and Kipty the Kipt here fucking murdered him. Had him stink the village up for 2 weeks after. And you fucks did nothing.
Listen, man. We told you we...
Shut the fuck up,
Told
Alien.
us what? What did you say? Who said that? Tattoo fuck. You'll die first. Find his killer. Cop. His killer stands right there. Shitting his pants. And you're standing in the way.
It's not him.
I know what this tactic is, Silo Sam. You're gonna die for them.
Big talk, but you got him to admit he's a bad leader. It's a small thing, but it got him off center.
Who's the third guy?
Rude. Rude is the killer. Rude, the killer. Howen Cloven. He doesn't talk.
All of you cunts inside out.
The gunner. The raddest. The killer.
Yes.
What do you think he does?
Kill.
There, on the rim of Owen Cloven's helmet, you count little stick figures. 19, 20, 21.
Smart loincloth. He
Yep.
fucks natives up. Soldier of the apocalypse style.
All right.
Yes.
Here we go. This is an illegal tribunal. Krenner would never sanction this. Who's the commanding officer? Take your pick. I have some trivia, too. Getting interested. You only have time for one argument. Choose wisely.
Me? I fucking told
Yep.
you. I'm a Crenell Major with 15 years of live combat experience. When my colonel gets hanged by clay monkeys, I lead the platoon on a retaliation strike.
You're the highest ranking?
Nah, I just have the biggest gun.
Technically, the other man has the biggest gun. But we're beyond that now.
King Reaper. You're right. But you see, I want it to...
Okay, it's not much. But he's thinking about something else. And
Good.
his hand is off the gun. This did something. Now fire. Fuck them up. Do it easy now. Tell them these men didn't do it. There's a peaceful way out.
They didn't do it.
Who did that?
Someone's not here now.
Fucking convenient.
His fingers are twitching. That's a draw reflex. He's about to draw.
Point to the enemies on you.
You think I'm fucking stupid, cop? How about the kid? Tell me, it's a magic fucking...
Listen, please. This cop and this drumhead court marshal won't decide who...
He's gonna do it. He's gonna shoot her. The Hardy Boys confessed to hanging him, all together. Titus said, we took him out back and hanged him. He said it loud, in a...
You're lying.
He was shot, he wasn't hanged.
A Kiel Model 40 revolver, 8 rounds in the barrel. The gun...
You heard wrong. She and these men have been helping us find the shooter.
Fucking liars.
The shot rings in your ears, a low, tinny ring. Then the Hardy Boy, the young woman, stands and looks behind her. The shot is thrown over her head, crashing a small...
Why? She's Elizabeth, not the gardener.
I missed.
Good.
Not true. He purposefully over-aimed and shot the window. You had him second-guessed.
I know what I heard, Corty. They said they killed him. They said it was a good way to end a
God
Sunday
damn it, Hardy
night.
Boys.
That doesn't sound good. You need to... What topic? Shots have been fired. Act before it's too late. This was a close call.
You think I care what that company cunt thinks?
The man stares at you with bloodshot. Now is not a good time to strike. He's looking right at your hands. Do something else. Get him distracted.
She's gone, you stupid fuck. Sailed off 5 minutes ago.
Great.
She doesn't give a shit about you, Silos.
I kind of believe that.
Stay cool! Don't do anything stupid!
Thank you, Titus.
The company bitch is gone. Laylee's gone. Fuck are we still doing?
Guys, I just get in the way. I don't even have a gun.
Shanky, you pussies.
Hold your ground. Any more of you run, I'll shoot you myself. We're doing this together.
They're afraid. All of them. Trembling reeds in the wind. They'll run, scatter soon. No, the rest will stay. They will hold their...
Yes. So what? Nah. I'm clear as day.
Enough already! What is this?
Interrupt me again and I will execute you on the spot. Who
Where's
the fuck
Classy?
is that?
Glacier, the woman upstairs, where is she?
She left.
God damn it, guard.
Unarmed, hunched, but keeping it together.
What am I doing? My fucking establishment is under fire. You know how much windows cost?
No, and I already broke one of them.
She left. Her room's cleaned out. Right before these assholes showed up.
We should have arrested her.
God
You
damn
can
it.
feel how upset he is with himself. Just for a second. Then the fear takes over and he's back in the moment.
Hey, Bushman! Your little cunt isn't gonna help you out of this one.
97%. Sharpshooter.
A plume of smoke and fire erupts from the gun and your hand goes numb from the explosion. The smoke drifts west with the wind. You hear the plaza erupt in violence, slow like a waterfall in reverse. There is a hole in his cheek. Blood gushes out as he stumbles backward. His lips, moving, swollen with fear, are trying to say, shoot him, but he can't. To your right, the killer raises his rifle and takes an Easter AR-FA-7, built for taking out light armored vehicles. You leap left. A swarm of angry lead passes mere millimeters from your side, tearing fabric off your coat. Feels like the lightest of tucks. The man tilts his head, trying to see through the... Watch out! To your left. The pool is about to...
God, please.
He's aiming for the eye slot in Rude's helmet. An
Very
extra
good.
2 shots ring at once. One from the lieutenant's pistol, and the other from DePaul's. Glenn, dying in a puddle of blood behind you. Oh,
well.
God, watch out. You see 2 crazed eyes stare at you through all the smoke and the panic. With blood gushing from his face, the man raises the look of vengeance, framed in blood, lips. Here it comes. Death.
Ah, shit.
You can't. There is no time. Something inside your pelvis, the pain is too immense to scream. It pushes the air out of your lung, feels slick and warm with blood.
Ouch.
The pain is too strong to know what has happened there. Even clutching to your consciousness takes everything. The Hardy Boys are screaming, fighting, dying.
Stop! The cop! Protect the cop! He's down!
Huh?
Most of what's down there, it's all gone. Oh, no. Nothing. A persisting darkness. Dancing lights of pain.
You're bleeding out. Stay with
Dark.
me. You hear me? Stay awake. Look at me.
But you can't. It's so hard. Your eyelids grow heavy, and the sounds ever more distant. And the cold comes over a slender white shadow towering. Someone stands there. Scream immediately. He's gonna die.
Him.
No, you scream. Behind you, there is no room for hesitation. The lieutenant turns around and fires. You hear a faint scream, a woman's. Then the sound disappears. Like,
This is death. One more door, babe. Brother, you already were. It's the living who are going.
Get back to the fight.
There is no fight. The fight is over. It was lost 1,000 years ago. He's not taking it. His body is not taking it. Oh God, no. He's not disintegrating. He's swelling up instead. Over the hours, hurting, moan and rotting, and being disinfected, and smelling of drugs, and feeling saliva in his mouth.
Yep.
Drifting in painkiller.
there was a radio in the distance. A radio of the world. Playing sounds. Good morning, Elysium.
Hours turn to days. Soon we will get...
The engine of a Caprice Canema.
No, it was him. He is the infernal engine. Can't you see? He never stops. He only gets... Wah!
Is this the end?
You
Did I
see
die?
the lieutenant's familiar shape in the orange jacket. It turns double, then triple. From
Sunrise, Parabellum.
Clean.
Mr. Gart cleaned it. It took him an entire day. 2 days, in and out. You've been up enough to take Dramamine and curse. And drink water. It's not ouch time yet. You just got the Dramamine pill an hour ago. Wait until it wears off.
Dramamine. Then it's not that bad. Neither surgical nor organ damage bad, but still under the counter bad.
Yes. The joke wasn't funny anymore. I took it off.
I didn't have the piss jacket on anymore.
The close proximity of death must have made the lieutenant contemplate his life choices. He's done with the jacket.
Sunrise Parabellum. Sunrise...
Isn't that written on your...
It served you well. The gates of the harbor are boarded up. The streets are a little more empty. Apocalyptic violence is yet to erupt. I think we may have held it off, for now. Barely. Yes, we have also completely failed. But that's okay.
What happened?
You shot the major in the face. A firefighter. Yes.
Good.
As retaliation, the rifleman tried shooting you. He missed, or you dodged. Then I shot and wounded him, while Glenn took a bullet in the spine. It was meant for me. Glenn did not survive. Titus, Fat Angus, and Theo charged. Angus and Theo did not make it. They both died before they made it to intensive care. Titus survives.
Eugene.
Yes. You were bleeding out. You said something, I don't know what. And you warned me. I killed her. And that's what happened. This is the one. The Pole was the last to die. Everhart had their bodies returned to Crenel for a funeral. The company is yet to retaliate. Because we deterred them? Or Joyce did? Maybe the harbor in full lockdown is too costly a target. Or maybe they are simply taking their time and will attack soon. I don't know. 3. Glenn, Theo, Angus.
Yep.
The fat one. He took a lot of bullets. And Theo, he was just too old for all. Yes, officer. 7
Plus 1. Ruby.
But what's done is done. The violence is cordoned off. The Hornets did not get into the beehive. The worst scenario has not materialized. Yet. And we are still alive. Both of us.
He did not expect you both to survive once you stepped between those two armies.
Reasonably
How
bad.
badly am I hurt?
You were shot in the left quadriceps. That's your thigh.
Ooh.
The outer side, thankfully, no major arteries were nicked. The bullet was removed and a bacterial infection treated with mercurochrome.
Can I walk?
We will see.
You won't be able to dance much. That's for sure. You should be able to live with limping around, though.
No. I called your station after the fight. The injury was logged in. They told me they've sent officers to join you on the site.
Haven't seen any.
I'm sure they're worried about you.
That means he hasn't seen them around while you were out. They're not really worried about you. If they were, sorry.
Yeah.
He may have some idea, but he's not gonna get in.
I did.
Thank you.
No need. Not very. I have a concussion from that woman beating me with the butt of her gun. I tried to not move too much. Things would be worse if you didn't warn me. Thank you. I did not see her coming. Stupid of me.
Not stupid of you. Get up. Get up! Captain Sober.
Easy now.
Your balance is way off. You feel like you're about to...
How are you? Your disco days should have been done quite a while back, Lieutenant Freighter. I honestly don't know. We can't talk to Everard. The harbor is in lockdown. Everyone in there is outside our grasp now. And Joyce has left too. Yes, she left yesterday morning. To meet the board of Wild Pines, or that is what I've heard. There's a pin somewhere in the machine that keeps Connell from sending in a death squad. Maybe it's her. Maybe she kept her hand. Either way, Ruby's gone, and Classio too. We really should have arrested her, you know? I don't know. I think the theory you presented, it's someone else outside our circle of suspects, was right. It better be. Everyone within the circle.
Should have fucking arrested her. The fact that the game told me to. Told me I should have. Fuck me. Might have to play through it again just to do that. Also to punch Kuno in the face.
Honestly, I think our investigation has not produced a single credible suspect. It's extremely easy. There are thousands lying around from the war, all completely unusable. It's precisely how easy it is that makes that bullet useless. We should go upstairs, rethink the ballistics in situ. I agree with this. What else? Yes, God curse the footprints, not solving the case for us. Au diable. I don't know. That's been there for years. What? Every piece of garbage in the city is not connected to the case.
He's wrong.
Okay. Don't be narcissistic. Half the cops in Revachol West are his peonies. Even if you are...
That does make some sense.
We could find thousands more if we wanted. All of Revachol is full of them.
He arches his brow. The ceiling fan patiently spins overhead.
It really is very hard.
You're ready to give up.
Are you ready to limp?
I'm ready.
The lieutenant did mention doing more ballistics.
Why not? Another look at the window, perhaps? The one he was shot through. I don't...
I can walk into Kim's room. Is Kim maybe the baddie? Medical supplies. Oh, I broke the door, but both have access to the bathroom. Okay. Wow, we have the shitty rooms, don't we?
These papers bear the stamp of the RCM. They
I had Garth open the door to your room. You were running a low bacterial fever the first night. It would have been easy were it not for my concussion. We both got lucky, consider. I am sure neither of us feels solid enough to...
Maybe visual calculus or something. I'm still gonna run. Hey, what's this?
Next to the stack of bills, you see a note. I'm sorry, I fucked everyone over. P.S. I didn't kill him.
A gift. I am not drawing my gun. Yet. But
He says he's not, but his hand moves instinctively.
It's hardly so...
You look at her rough
Yep.
jacket.
Let's go. BRB again. Won't be too long, don't worry. Alright, you're back.
The medicine cabinet is a pity.
Of course you were. How does that work anyway?
How does it work?
Amphetamine. Does it make you a better detective?
There is little condescension in his phrasing. More measured curiosity.
Short run.
That's what I thought. Let's go? Mm-hmm. She certainly had her priorities straight.
Let's go. And check this.
You see the same two neon-lit shapes. A man and a woman. Oh,
This
Yeah.
is ballistics. She's left a trajectory for us.
a ray of backward motion. Maybe if you extrapolate all possible points of origin first, the thread will make sense. According to your map of the district, this shot could have come from a wide angle of locations, starting with the northern edge of the abandoned boardwalk, ending with an islet in the bay. B prime for boardwalk, B double 700 meters away. The likeliest of these B positions, 20% chance. A skilled sniper could have made the shot, provided he had a safe sniper's nest. Even with the light on inside, we're talking military training. At that distance, the perpetrator would have had to take wind direction into account.
Interesting.
This would explain why no one heard the gunshot. The bullet came from far away.
Land's End.
1.2 kilometers away. The least likely of these positions. Let's say 3%. A truly skilled sniper could have done it. Possibly from a tent. No, too far-fetched.
Was it Islet?
1 kilometer away. An unlikely point of origin. Beyond the docks somewhere. On an islet in the Bay of Martinez, perhaps. There are islets there. Badly charted as they may be. The shot would have been a small miracle. 5% likelihood. There is an extremely narrow field of view from the bay to the window. Between Rue de Saint-Ghislain 8B and 33A. The angle would have been extreme and access to the islets is questionable. But it is a possibility. Then there's the thread the witness left. She did have a first-hand view of the event, Perhaps she found something in the outer reaches of her memory of it. You need to inspect it again.
Where does the thread lead?
It suggests the bullet came from the extreme upper quadrant of possible angles, from a point beyond the roof. B triple prime, the island in the bay.
Unless she thinks the perpetrator was standing on the ring antenna. That is where the thread seems to point.
How'd you know that?
She was there that night. She would have known precisely where the bullet hole was in the glass.
She had a long time to think about it after, standing on that roof, staring at the glass.
It also looks like there may be more to her skill set than we know. The question is, should we trust her? I find that hard to believe, but at this point, what difference does it make?
I think she's trying to say she's sorry.
So it is.
For a second he seems tired. The lead is flimsy. You might as well go around Martinez looking under every rock.
Not a lot, no. Of course. I mean, how do we get there?
Let's go.
Joyce Messier had a sloop, but she's gone. Ah, yes, of course. The village. Let's go.
Interesting. Ding. Let's go. Hey, Guard, what's up?
Oh, you're up. It's good to see you back on your feet. Did you like your room? I cleaned it for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I thought it would be nice for you to wake up in a clean place after you, let's be fair, defended this establishment and its clientele from gunfire. I give credit where credit is due, and that, sir, was a nice shot. I was watching until you hit him. I wish you a quick recovery. Also, you and your partner are staying here free now. This establishment supports cops.
Thank you.
Stay is free, the drinks are not. It just felt I needed to specify that. Oh, you know, people don't tend to stick around after shootouts. Turns out they're not good for business.
Oh, the
I
sunglasses.
don't remember everyone who comes here, and many people wear sunglasses inside lately. Must be a fad. Yeah, I was, yeah. That's because I'm a bad ass. Yeah, well, fuck you too then.
Yep.
You have any more questions or stylistic pronunciation advice?
He's not too offended. The experience has changed something in it.
No problem. They'll come back. They always do.
Thanks, Guard. We're in the end game now. Hey, Smoker. Did you say anything?
Hi again, Gendarme. Admiring the atmosphere. A bit too dramatic, don't you think? If you really must do it, then I'd go with something else. Some other substance.
Why?
But then again, you're a cop. It definitely fits the genre. I fit the genre. Human psychology is definitely lazy, don't you think?
A bit.
Seeing you approach, the bruised man raises his...
Crazy motherfucker. That was one hell of a shot. Hell of a shot. The fucks did not expect that. I guess what I'm trying to say here is, thank you for intervening, fellas. That was mighty brave of you.
Shake his
Now,
hand.
how can I help you?
I'm sorry about your loss.
Theo was old. I think he'd be pretty happy with the way he went. Never could have met. But Angus, he was just a stupid kid. Didn't realize the mess he'd gotten into. Trusted me. Still, the balls on that kid. Went down fighting for someone else's shit like a fat, angry bear.
Ah!
Here it comes. The last one is the worst one. He only deals with it by drinking copious amounts of 8% beer.
I do like 8% beer. Bit higher, too.
And Glenn was my friend. Best I've ever had. I love that crazy homo like my own brother. We're all fucked without him. But what do? This job is shit.
Oh, Shanky.
Dennis, you saw him run. He's a mean little shit and I never trusted him. He'd better run real fast now. Real fast. Well, yeah. Memento Mori. Right.
Yeah.
Memento Mori, or remember that you must die, is a slogan various religious orders have thrown around since the dawn of mankind to emphasize the vanity of earthly life and the transient nature of...
Absolutely. Today, I'm going to get drunk, eat good food, and bed a good-looking girl. 'Cause tomorrow, a motor carriage might run me over.
I mean, yeah.
Or you might die of a heart failure or syphilis.
Yeah, Eugene.
Hey. Fuck you for ruining a beauty.
First, we're gonna find Dennis.
I'm going to find Dennis. I'm going to find him, and then I'm going to kill him.
The tone of the statement is so matter-of-fact. It's as though he were talking about... The lieutenant shakes his head, but doesn't say...
We're hunting that rat down. Let it be known what happens to cowards. And then, I guess I'll take a closer look at our union members. There's bound to be some ambitious fellows there who'd love nothing more than advancing social democracy by busting some heads. Might even ask Tibbs if he's tired of replacing windows and maybe wants to have some fun with his brother. Anyway, don't you worry. As long as Titus Hardy's standing, there will be Hardy boys.
He's right. The numbers are replaceable. In an organization of thousands of men, there are plenty who'd join.
What happened to her?
Don't know. Don't care. I'll be glad if
You
I
liked her.
Nope. He did. He shrugs and tries to look uninterested.
Judging by the sight of you, I'd suggest crawling into bed with a bottle of whiskey in one hand and a big tit in the other.
I know that feeling, kind of.
Yeah. Go pay Monica visiting Janrock.
God damn
She's
it.
got a knack for making men forget about their worries.
This is not respectful to women, come on. My inexplicable feminist agenda does not appreciate this.
Hell, you both look like you could use some feminine company right now.
Like your mom?
Thank you for your advice, Eugene, and you too, Alain. I do always appreciate a good use of the expression milkers.
It sincerely amuses him how hard...
You're welcome, Bina Claude. You're all right in my book. Take care, coppers. You two look after yourselves now. Death passed on you today, but men don't get that lucky twice.
It was a couple days ago, not today, you fool.
Copo loco. And normal cop, I guess.
Thanks for getting involved, guys. Not a lot of cops would step into that line of fire, but you did.
And if you ever feel like the uniform is holding you back, I've got a few vacancies. You'd make one hardy boy, copper.
I've had this character grown on me. He's not the greatest, but he's alright. fuck is this?
The graffito has been painted over the traces of the fight that this was Cindy the Scar.
Fucking edgelord.
The lieutenant crouches.
Looks like it, yes. This is still fresh. And blood.
Heavy fuel oil. Isn't that flammable? The fuel oil catches fire immediately with a low hiss. A bright orange flash across the surface of the lettering.
Elysium.
The lieutenant has taken a small step back. He looks at your face illuminated by the flames.
Let's go to that island.
Slowly, the flames subside.
Let's talk to her really quickly, but then yeah, go down there. I want to be honest. I did not expect this. I did not expect this game to be as good as it is. It's very good. Hold. She's not there. What? Okay, let's try and find her. Yeah. This game has a lot going for it, and I like it a lot, actually. Well, fuck it, I guess. Maybe Cindy's the real killer. If that is, let me shoot myself, please.
Yes?
I kind of want to talk to Kuno again, because he thought he should have just seen a shooting. I want to say that he does not care still. Kuno doesn't fucking care. Huh? What the hell is this? For a game that's been out for so long, it seems kind of buggy.
Everyone says you started crying in the middle of a firefight and then bled like a pig. I guess that was cool. People, they say you'd kind of died for a moment, that you let your shit out already, but then came back. So I guess just don't think because you got half your dick shot off and you're an invalid now, Kuno's gonna treat you different. Kuno doesn't reward weakness. It's business as usual with Kuno. Kuno's cold like that.
Feels good for some reason.
Watch out, pig. It's a dangerous world out there. But Kuno's got his eyes on you.
Okay, Kuno.
Who knows?
Kuno. Wah, wah.
My man, you're alive. Almost. Kind of. Sort of. Man, what a day. I missed out on most of the action, but I heard it was quite the encounter. Had a strong sense
You
of
give help, you
finality to
fuck
it.
nut.
So what's next? You guys heading back to Jamrock now? Talk is local union muscle were behind it all. I'd reckon the case is closed, even if it kind of turned into a shit show. Hey, that's just what I heard. Old wives' tale. So, good luck with that, my man. Ain't easy being you, but hey, you're still breathing, right? Fuck it. I'm a bad guy now. There's things more important than holding a grudge.
You're not a bad
we
guy.
are what we are. And you're a cop. Shoot. Sorry, man. Okay.
Is it wise to share information? The lieutenant throws you. What are you doing?
Woof. Good on her. And good on you, too.
She
Better
left.
focus your efforts on the bad guys. Mercs and such. Plenty of... And she didn't do it, believe me. If it's something bad, then she didn't do it. Didn't know her for long, but I know people.
Okay.
All right. That's enough sharing details about the investigation for one day.
Let's get more healing items. Let's go talk to the racist asshole. He left. I mean, he's the killer. Ooh.
A colourful display of cigarettes.
Again, I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health. Here you go, mister. Here you go, mister.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various...
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something. Okay, here. I hope...
Thank you. Honestly, let's get more of that.
A small cabinet on the wall.
Okay, here. I hope... Okay, here.
Let's have healing items. Good shit. Oh, thank God I can fucking travel now. Wow, wow.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a metallic pull-out toolbox, slides back.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Something is wrong. No reply.
What?
Only the
It's been this way for a while now. My guess is the Union is listening in on our conversations. It only happens when someone mentions the attack. The rest is unaffected. Our best bet is to carry on like no more dangerous than stepping between 3 armed mercenaries and 8 Union men, I hope.
Fuck.
I don't like it either, but that's the way it is. The street seems safe enough to me. If anything, taking out the mercs made things calmer. For now. You can try calling again. Just don't mention that.
Everything sounds okay. No drumbeat of in the cabin. You see a set.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Something is wrong. No reply.
It's been this. It only happened.
Silence.
La puta.
Inside,
Let's
you
call
see
out
a set
that.
of steering levers, a radio microphone.
This is Precinct 57. How may... Just a moment.
10-4, come in, officer. Over. 10-4, sir. Well, there's been some talk, sir. I only meant that there's been some talk in the station.
Oh,
that's
you
all.
did.
But there's always some talk in the station. You know. But then again, some of us truly are on the take. It's unfortunate. Over. Roger.
Bitch. Let's go to the new area. So we can't replace the lost ball. And both these require me to go to the new area, I think.
Officer, what happened?
You're not limping. You're you.
Is this from the shooting in town? We heard gunshots. Not that we don't hear gunshots all the time, but they were closer than usual.
There was an exchange of fire on Rue de Saint-Guylaine. It's nothing to be worried
It's all
about,
right.
Madame.
You didn't only get shot.
Well, good for you. Of course. Can I help you with something?
Please help us.
That won't be a problem. It's wind still and the tar just dried. We've got 2 days of relative sunshine ahead. If you promise to bring it back, and no scraping the hull, I just got it nice and yellow, and no drinking on the boat, and no joyriding either.
Of course, ma'am. It's only for a day or two. Official police business.
Aye.
The crow's feet disappear from the corners of her.
Nothing, just ruins. Usually some kind of fortification there before the war. For the communards. And anti-aircraft gun. Okay. I think bombed to bits in the landing. I haven't been there myself. Always steered clear of it. Yeah. Seems dicey, but let's go.
Hasn't been there herself. Who has then?
My husband used to drink there. Him and
A
his
lot of
drinking
boozing
buddies.
here.
Always seemed like a bad place to drink to me.
Mhm.
People died there during the landing, you know. My mother told me.
Uh-huh.
This must be one of the many fortifications that was used in the dying days of the revolution against coalition forces before they took.
The kids sometimes go there too. I know they do, on rafts. I tell them not to, but they bring back old bullet casings and such.
You know?
The twins.
Oh yeah,
God
the
forbid
twins,
they
yeah.
bring the girl
I
along
couldn't.
in some rickety barge.
Can we maybe ask your twins about that place?
Be my guest. They've a strange way of talking. See if you can get anything useful out of them. I seldom do. I'm sad to hear that. Take care of that with Ether, will you? Don't get too many RCM men round here. Be sad.
That's cool.
Thank you.
Boasting your bacterial infection like that.
Well, most of it's sunken. Underwater. That means concrete underwater. Cut your boat if you're not careful. Be sure to enter from the south side. Water's deep there.
Having hooks on your ear, kind of awful in some ways. Saying.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Please be conservative with the fuel, will you? Just filled her up, but it's a small tank.
Be seeing you. Let's talk to those twins real quick.
The scruffy-haired little boy.
And that island?
Yeah, that one.
Nothing. It's just a seafort and some plants. You can take a raft there. It's great.
You sure?
And we make a fire. We make a fire. Gather the sticks for the fire and bullets.
Is this really all you guys have?
Not
Come on.
real bullets.
Bullet shells. There are a lot of them left over from the war, but this could be important.
I don't know what those are. They're lights. The fire guy comes and asks us to put the fire out.
Fire guy.
Your nerve endings sting from the mention of a guy.
Yeah.
They must mean a human being on that island, but it's cut off.
No.
What?
Yes.
Fuck.
Let's go with yes.
Because he asks to put the fire out. I don't know. He doesn't like it. He doesn't like people to be there. You shouldn't go. Yes.
Because he doesn't want to be found. Smoke traces.
I don't know.
Did you
Damn,
mean
kids.
there are electrical lights?
Yes. No, he doesn't live there. I know he lives there. Been
God
there
damn
twice,
it.
2 times.
You fuckers.
He doesn't live there.
Anything else? What the
I don't know. We ran. He just yelled we shouldn't be there. Our father killed himself.
That is not good.
Don't say that. He didn't.
Yeah, no.
I'm sorry. There's
There's a what?
Lights, fire guy. We should check up on that island.
Bye-bye, kids. Alright, we're gonna save and quit right here. We maybe have 1 or 2 more streams of this, I think. I think it's very small, but we'll see. I might get another game soon, but until then, bye.